I lied. It's not the end of the game. I still got continues. I think you have the standard number of continues, like 2 or 3. I don't know, I never lost the game so many times that I would lose all of my continues. But I can assure you that you have a decent amount. And if you went to the options and set your lives count to 7, I don't see why you should have any problems in beating the game. Unless you really get stuck in some places. Like this one, for example. These clowns are the most annoying fucking enemies you will find in this game. They jump around. They don't stand still. They're so hard to hit. And most of the time when I try to hit them, they hit me first. There's no point in fighting them. I just skip them. Or kill them with batarangs, cause that seems to work just fine. Luckily we got to the boss fight, which really isn't so hard, but it's actually a pretty cool one too. I like this guy. He's not very hard, but he does look pretty nice. 2 swords to fight the Batman. He's not really tough. Basically, you just gotta keep following him and kicking his ass. He will keep jumping around if you do it right, like I am. And he's dead. Didn't lose a single point. And now it's time to get to the Batwing. Makes you wonder just how big is Gotham City. Must be fucking huge if you can travel through it by car and by plane and still not get to where you want to go. Those fucking clowns. So now it's pretty much like the driving section, only here they're, well, obviously flying. It's also much shorter. You'll find that they're going to reach a boss quite soon. Quite sooner than in the driving section. It's also, well, the same rules still apply here. You still need to mash the fucking button to shoot. But I gotta say, this is a lot easier for me than the cars, than the driving section, because there's lots of room here, and the enemies aren't so obnoxious. See, we're already at the boss, and he's dead. That was pathetic. And now we're in the last level of the game. I'm not kidding, this is the last level of the game. The Cathedral. I like the music in this. It sounds like it sounds like it's from a detective movie or something. And I really like it. We have to get to Joker, who is currently on top of the cathedral, and beat the shit out of him. But how are we gonna get up to that place? Well, we first gotta find the staircase. Now I would like to ask you something, viewers. Have you ever played a Mega Man game? If your answer is yes, then you probably know about the boss rushes. This game has decided that boss rushes is a cool thing, and has added such a section right here. In this portion of the cathedral, we will be facing off the same bosses which we already met. I gotta say, why? Was it really necessary? If yes, then make the game longer then. Because I barely felt what was going on here. I finished the game so fast that by the time I got to this point, I was not even interested in fighting the bosses, because I did that just a couple of minutes ago. What can be so different about fighting them now than it was before? Like this guy, what am I gonna do with him? Nothing, I'm just going to beat the shit out of him with batarangs again. He is helpless. He couldn't beat me before, he can't beat me now. What is the point of him being here again? We also meet some of the older enemies, but I gotta say, why the clowns again? We met them just a level ago. Here's a boxer guy again. Well, his appearance here, kinda understandable, cause he was the first boss in the game and we're at the end of the game. So it makes sense. If you try to hit them with the batarangs while they're outside of the screen, it will not hit them. Just won't count. Damn, he backs a wall up. Have a taste of bat ass. No, 100% pure bat. That rocket launcher guy was really not necessary there at all. There's nothing he can do. Oh look, Soviet samurai, all of a sudden. That's what I call him. Recolored boss fights. If you're going to recolor boss fights, well, recolor the boss, the bosses, I mean. Damn, I'm having a strange case of not being able to talk right. If you're going to recolor the bosses, you might as well make a few more differences to the bosses to make the fights a little bit more interesting. Like make them harder or something. But no, it's the same thing. Look at these guys. We met them in this level. Why are they here again? We should meet Bane again. Here he is. Hey guy, you wanted some radio? Oh, what the hell did you do that for? Hey, stop it. Dude, stop it, I just want to sell you my radio. You want this radio? Well, fuck you then, son of a bitch. I'm gonna butt stomp your butt. He knows how to charge attack and it's unavoidable unless you jump over him. Well, you can't block it. And you can't knock him out of that state either. Who's going to win this awesome WrestleMania fight? Me. It wasn't that awesome to begin with. So here we are, climbing the cathedral as we found the staircase. The dragon heads here will spit fire to be very annoying for you. Like that. And these bastards, they throw dynamite. It looks like wrenches, but believe me, it's dynamite. It just exploded in my face after all. Well, fuck. Not only did I get killed, I also clipped through the bricks. Batman's having a bad day. This might be the most annoying section of the game if you're really unlucky. Because you really have to watch out for the dynamite throwers. If you jump too soon, they might hit you. If you jump too late, they might throw another one. Well, it's really strange. You have to be really precise with your jumping here and your grappling. Because if you end up going up the place at the wrong time, well, you're just gonna get hit. Damn, that was close. That dynamite went straight through my dick and it didn't touch me. Oh, you can destroy those dragon heads too, by the way. Problem is, They are placed in such inconvenient locations that most of the time you will not find yourself able to destroy them, even if you want to. Those boxes are actually supposed to be bombs. Oh, thank you, game. Thank you for placing the spikes where I'm supposed to grapple. How was I supposed to know where there are spikes there? The camera doesn't go up that much. Eventually you will reach an empty floor. It is there that you will teleport to the top of the cathedral for your final battle. Oh, and don't jump on those spikes. Here it is. The final battle. We fight against Joker, who now possesses magical capabilities and a giant handgun, and I died. Oh, that was quick. But the fight continues on because Batman has used his Bat Serum to give himself 7 more lives. What a fucking cheating asshole. Let's destroy Joker's face once and for all. I'm taking you down with me. Come out of the screen, bitch. There you go, die. Joker has slammed down to the ground from the top stair of the cathedral. Now Joker looks dizzy with his face ice cold, yet his teeth stuck out. And I couldn't read anymore because the game does not let me. But I bet it said that Joker is now dead because he definitely looks like it. Just look at his goddamn face, he is dead. I don't see anyone surviving a fall from the top of a cathedral. Hell no. He's no fucking Superman. Which is why we will have to presume that this is the final segment of Batman's story, where he kills Joker forever. Hey, justice is served cold, you know? So, this wasn't a very long game, now was it? Only took about half an hour to beat this. But I do have to say, it's a pretty fun game. I'll sometimes come back to it just to give it another shot. But those few problems that I mentioned. The clowns. The driving section. The unresponsive moves. They will forever plague this game. But they don't make the game seem like it's a bad game. No. The game is good, but it's not good enough. It could have been better. But we could say that about when talking about any game, really. Hell, even Mario could probably be better if something was fixed, but that's a different story. See, this is the end. Joker's dead. Oh, thank God, I won't have to play this game anymore. I need to move on in places. So, I'm Waldo Richards. This was Batman from Sunsoft. And the next game we're doing, Contra Hard Corps. See you then.